dark circles under my eyes are unreal. I look like a fucking raccoon. Hi, welcome back to Fender and Beastly's Soul Silver Nuzlocke Challenge. This is episode 1, where I'll be going through us basically choosing out our Pokemon and taking out the first gym. If you haven't watched my episode 0, where we explain the rules of a Nuzlocke and what exactly we're doing, I recommend you click here and go check that out. Anyway, I explained all this shit before, I'm not going to do it again. On with episode 1. So we kicked off the stream by booting up a brand new save file. We were excited and a little nervous. It was both Josiah's and my first time streaming, and we figured we wouldn't get it perfect right from the get-go. Still, we were excited for the journey ahead. Nothing like those limited DS graphic openers to get the nostalgia flowing.
We're live. It's happening. Oh my gosh.
Josiah and I decided on naming the kid Bender, because Beastly just doesn't have the same ring. Also, Futurama.
Alright, so yeah, let's go with Bender.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, what we might go on after we lose this Nuzlocke. So the goal today is to not lose any Pokemon at all. That is my goal. I've thought about this quite a bit. I've been basically just like thinking about this Nuzlocke pretty much all week. But I think if we can just not lose any Pokemon in the first stream, I'll be happy.
And this, boys and girls, is what we call foreshadowing. Nonetheless, we walked out our front door and headed over to Professor Elm's lab to get our first Pokemon.
Yes.
So unfortunately, no shinies. So that means we're gonna go with our little mascot for our Mount Silver bust.
Yeah,
Cyndaquil it is.
I feel like Cyndaquil is the best option because getting a fire type is gonna be hard in a Nuzlocke.
We hopefully named our little fiery buddy MaiTai in hopes that he would one day live long enough to become a Typhlosion. Also, the fruity drink is pretty good. If you've never tried it, I'd highly recommend it. Anyway, we took our starter and began immediately reducing the local population of owls for their sweet, savory XP, just the way the Game Freak intended it. Along the way, we received the running shoes from an old guy that was definitely on something harder than mineral water. Professor Elm was apparently also craving an omelet or something because Mr. Pokemon told us to bring him an egg. So now we're his unpaid research intern and his delivery boy. So on the way to bring the professor his Uber Eats, we pounded a few more owls and MaiTai leveled up. It was then that we ran into the red-headed stepchild that is our rival. He called us a bitch and challenged us to a battle.
Passerby boy.
The battle went over about the way that you'd expect, with Cyndaquil turning his little Totodile into a new purse. With our rival vanquished for the first of many times to come, Cyndaquil got a level up and we got a glance at our rival's, very strange name.
Yeah, love this. This is no. Yeah. Like the T on there, and
Yeah, there it is. And it sums up his personality so well.
For those of you that can't tell, somebody flipping off.
Double birds.
Yeah, the double birds.
After being a model citizen and narking on our troubled young rival, Lyra offered to show us how to catch rats to use for our blood sport. We must not have been paying attention very well because we ended up catching an owl instead.
Already got it. And it's a Hoothoot. Okay, that's not the worst.
You know what? I love it. Level 4.
Level 4, yeah, that's not too bad.
You see, in getting MaiTai to level 8, we had made orphans of more than a couple Hoothoots. So we decided to be somewhat morally responsible and raise one of them, which we affectionately named Hooterz. Wow, is that really all we could come up with?
Really?
Before taking on Sprout Tower, we decided to stop and level up Hooterz a little. And I forgot that we were doing a Nuzlocke.
Let's put a level on him before we start fighting other trainers. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get him up to 5.
I would do that.
It was a Rattata, and fortunately, before I could feint him, Josiah remembered something very important.
Wait. Is
What's
this
up?
our first encounter here?
Oh, shit. You know, yeah, it is. Fuck, I forgot about that. Damn, I need to be paying attention. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It is our first encounter here.
Okay.
Fortunately, we didn't feint him, and with a little bit of encouragement from our chat, we were able to lower him down enough to be able to catch him successfully. We named him Machine Gun Kelly, but we just decided to go with Kelly for short. Otherwise, his name would look something like this.
Dude, that looks awful.
That looks pretty bad. Do you wanna redo it? Just Kelly? We'll just do Kelly.
Do Kelly, that was It looked like you had a stroke.
It looked like it was named by Twitch Plays Pokemon.
After defeating Joey in a rat v rat with our newly caught Machine Gun Kelly, we decided to head up to Route 31 to get our next encounter.
Okay. Oh, that's new.
No. Yeah.
And it's a lad, looking like an all lads run.
That's pretty disappointing because at Sprout Tower now, there's nothing we can catch.
Yeah, yeah, right. Wait, there's not Ghastlies at Sprout Tower?
What? No.
I thought there
Just
were.
Bellsprout and Hoothoot.
Remember that thing I said about foreshadowing earlier? Yeah, this is another example of that. We were less than excited about Bellsprout, but we caught it anyway because it's better than a kick in the plants. Anyway, the real trouble was once again coming up with a name for it.
Okay, so the kind of plants that they're named after, or that they're made after, that this whole species is made after, Bellsprout, Weepin' Bell, and Victory Bell, they're called, what's the name of that plant? They're from Borneo. I can't think of the name. Pitcher plants. They're called pitcher plants.
Yeah. I don't know how you're ignoring the obvious dick-sucking jokes right now.
I'm sorry. How dare I think to name him something botanical? Is this more what you had in mind, Josiah?
Yeah, clearly. Like, enter. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So apparently playing Pokemon isn't the only thing we have in common with 12-year-olds, and it didn't get much better when we went to check its nature.
You need to be down
Works.
horrendous to consider fucked in your Bellsprout. Dude, I'm not considering it. I'm telling you I would do it. Like, I feel like it's just... When there's something that's that obviously of a home, it's just natural.
I will remind you, it is a poison type.
It is somewhat stubborn, so, you know, that's okay.
Oh
It's
no!
a docile nature.
Docile and somewhat stubborn. Just the way I like them.
I guess there is a fate worse than being forced to battle to the death for the amusement of middle schoolers. We found it. Fortunately, sweet relief came for 8 == D when we remembered that we could trade him for an Onix in Violet City.
Oh!
Oh my god, that's perfect.
We
Then
did say
can
the
catch another
in-game. We did
Bellsprout.
say the in-game traits are okay.
We sent over the Mon and all of its newly acquired trauma to Rudy in exchange for Rocky. And Onix would fare much better in our upcoming fight with Faulkner after all. The team was actually starting to really come together now, so we decided it was time to take on Sprout Tower.
I love how all these monks are just chilling out. Aren't you guys supposed to be peaceful or something?
The Bellsprout abuse continued as we blew through the sages with Hooterz type advantage. Then we encountered a nice big purple I told you so.
Come here, little fella. Ooh. Here we go. I told you there were Ghastlies in here.
Oh, there is. Wow. Okay. My bad.
Me being right wasn't where the weirdness stopped. We ended up catching Ghastly with the help of an incredibly niche move called Foresight that just so happened to fit the circumstances perfectly.
So for those of you who don't know, normal type is normally not able to attack ghost type because it's just like the standard, I guess, things from the physical world can't hit ghosts. But there is a move that negates that. It's called Foresight. It's very rarely used. But our Hoothoot knows it.
That's the move we have left.
I think that this is the first time I've ever used Foresight with, success. Like, the way it was meant to be used. Nuzlocks, man, they make you do crazy things.
We caught the Ghastly and named her Bubbles right before my stream cut out and we opened a feedback loop into the Nightmare Dimension.
Gonna give it a second. Can you hear me all right? Okay.
The Twitch is. It looks like it's pretty laggy.
Which is getting
I'm trying to. It's delayed, so I'm trying to tell if it's
After we got the stream back, we beat the remaining sages and had another run-in with our rival. Before he escape roped out and left us to take on the head sage. The head sage wasn't really a problem for our team because, well, we had a massive rock snake. But something that we did notice over the course of the fight was Hypnosis wasn't missing, ever.
2 stages lowered, 2 stagers accuracy lowered, and 60% accuracy, and it still hits.
And when we went to go grind XP to take on Faulkner later, the same thing happened. Every single Hypnosis hit.
Oh my god, I'm convinced that just Hypnosis has just 100% accuracy. It just has 100% accuracy. It literally hasn't missed a single time.
It's insane. It's
Yeah,
really
that's uncanny. It's reached the point where it's like, no. Hypnosis has got to have, like, got to be something. There's something up. Yep, there it hit again. My God.
Of course it did. Of course.
After grinding a bit to train up Rocky, we finally felt like we were able to take on Faulkner. But Rocky's body was going through changes, and despite the love and care that we'd given to him, he didn't think of us as his real trainer. And we could have never guessed how he would act out against us.
Just in case something wacky happens. Oh, one shot. Yeah, baby.
Rocky took out the first of Faulkner's henchmen without even breaking a sweat. But all of that angsty, hormonal dread was about to lead to some Disney Channel level teenage rebellion.
Won't obey? What?
It's because we created for him. He doesn't have a, we don't have a badge yet.
Oh. Pretended not to notice? What the hell?
Josiah was right. Rocky had had another trainer before us, and he wasn't adjusting too well to taking our orders. That being said, eventually we were able to struggle through the fight with the second of Faulkner's cronies.
Come on, hit him with a rock throw.
You could go Kelly. I think Kelly would probably win,
But bam,
Yeah,
already the pigeon has been splattered.
Now the only thing that lay between our first gym badge and some much-needed guidance counseling was Faulkner. He led with a Pidgey, and while this matchup would usually be free for an Onix, Rocky wasn't quite through his rebellious stage just yet.
Smash
I'd
bird.
go for a Harden.
Oh, would you have?
Yeah, like if it's a gym battle, like we're gonna sweep. He's gonna just try and hit us.
Josiah recommended that we use a Harden to try to toughen up Rocky for the Pidge-OWNED-tto.
Hey, reverse psychology.
Wow, big brain.
As it turns out, a little reverse psychology was all Rocky needed to get off that rock throw after all.
No, what I gotta do is play reverse psychology with Rocky so he feels like he's smarter than I am.
Yeah.
Telling me to harden? No, I'm gonna rock throw.
But the fight wasn't over yet. Faulkner still had his ace, a Pidge-OWNED-tto who knew a special type move, Gust. And even though Onix has a busted defense, his special defense is dingleberries. This was about to get dangerous.
Come on, dude. Don't you realize that this is a Nuzlocke? If you screw around, you die. Come on, man. Oh.
Reach is good. Reach is good.
Well, if he hits him with that rock throw, he's gone for sure. Come on, Rocky. Don't be like this. Should I try one more time?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Hey.
Yeah, he lived it. Even after a screech, he still lived a rock throw. Rocky was starting to look pretty bad at this point. Although Pidge-OWNED-tto's gusts weren't very effective, they were starting to add up. Afraid of what the Pidge-OWNED-tto might do to the other members of our party, we left Rocky in and healed him up with a potion. The Pidge-OWNED-tto roosted and we got off another accidental screech, reducing the Pidge-OWNED-tto's defense to 1/4 of its former glory. All we needed to do was land another rock throw, but Rocky was not being very cooperative.
His defense is so low with one shot.
Yeah, come on, Rocky. Throw the fucking rock, buddy. Please.
Throw had landed, and the gym was ours.
Who would have thought catching a Bellsprout would be the key to our success?
Indeed, the Nuzlocke was off to an interesting start. Never before had I taken on a gym to have the biggest problem be my own Pokemon. Despite the challenges, we were able to crush Faulkner and secure the first badge. Oh, I guess I should come clean and tell you that losing a Pokemon foreshadowing was actually a literary example of a red herring. Or, lying. I lied to you. We didn't lose any Pokemon. We were both feeling pretty good at the end of our first stream, and we were excited for the journey ahead. We got a lot done on our first episode, and it was time to sign off. Until next Thursday. Hey, whoa, hi, I shaved. Hey, isn't that neat? Also, I'm in my classroom instead of my house for once. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I put a lot of effort into it, like probably too much time and effort into it. But if you enjoyed it, please let me know by leaving a like and subscribe for more content. We are planning on doing a YouTube upload of every episode. That's the plan, in theory at least. So stay tuned for more updates, and come join us live on Thursdays at 9 o'clock Korean Central Time. Or for the rest of you, that would be 6 o'clock Central Time USA. That is, of course, 6 a.m. because of the time difference. Anyway, catch us live on Twitch. Thanks for watching my video. All that editing's really got me pooped. Time for a nice little nap. Come here, Dinga. Who's a good girl? You are. Yes, you are. Oh.